In 1986, I told the CEO of the company that I was working for, a real estate developer in San Francisco, that I wanted to create a hotel division. And he said, like, no way, we're not going to do that. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to do it myself. And he laughed at me because I was 25 years old. But I started writing a business plan. And I didn't have any money. I mean, I'm not from a wealthy family. I'm from a middle-class family. And so I decided to go start looking for hotels for sale. And I knew I was going to have a tiny budget. So I ended up looking in a very difficult neighborhood in San Francisco called the Tenderloin. Tenderloin's famous for, you know, it's a red light district. It's just a very rough neighborhood.
It's not close to Fisherman's Wharf, right?
No, no. It's near Union Square, but so I went there, looking in that neighborhood, and I found this pay-by-the-hour motel. It was in bankruptcy, and so it was a place where people would go for an hour, so you know what they were doing there.
Yeah.
We won't talk about it on the air, but, it was in bankruptcy, and I was able to, like, buy the hotel, on a 40-year lease, so it was on a land lease.
I see.
And literally this day,
Yeah.
the end of the land lease just happened as of today.
February 5th.
February 5th of
2026.
26 is the day I no longer have it.
Wow.
So I've had it for 40 years. 40 years, I had the Rock and Roll Hotel of San Francisco. That's what I turned it into. It's called the Phoenix, and it's where all the rock and rollers would stay. And most hotels didn't want rock and rollers, but I was in my mid-20s. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I want the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Nirvana and Pearl Jam and David Bowie and, all these famous people to stay with me.
Did you buy the hotel and lease the space?
I bought the hotel for $800,000,
This is back in 1986.
1986, 87. I bought it for $800,000, 44 rooms.
44 rooms.
But I didn't own the land, so I had to pay a land lease for 40 years. But for $800,000, I bought it. I renovated it for $200,000, which is ridiculous. You can't renovate a bathroom for $200,000 today. And then I had $100,000 of working capital. So I raised $1.1 million to start my business.
Who'd you raise the money from?
Mostly from people, college friends of mine, business school friends of mine. My parents put $50,000 in. They encouraged some of their friends to put money in. So it was, I think the average investment was about $50,000. So I had about 20 investors.
When did you turn into profit?
It took about 3 years, but it got there pretty quickly. People Magazine wrote a story about us in 1990 because Linda Ronstadt had taken over the whole hotel for 2 weeks. And at that point, people knew about this hotel. And so they wrote a story about what it was like to stay in a hotel where it's just Linda Ronstadt and her band. And from that point forward, it was, we were very successful.
Did you later on sell it?
No, because I literally, for 40 years, I had it. Now, I then created, after that first hotel, 52 hotels around California, mostly in the Bay Area. And then in 2010, I sold the management company and the brand. But I didn't sell the real estate. I didn't sell any of the hotels that I owned. I just sold the management company and the brand, the operating company.
So you still own the property?
I still own the properties. And I owned, of the 52 hotels, I owned 23 with partners. And I now own just 8. So I've sold a few over.
How much did you sell the company for?
I could tell you.
Okay. All
I
right.
get it.
No, I mean,
It's a private company.
it's a private company.
It's now owned by Hyatt.
Or else I would have known.
No. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's owned by Hyatt. I moved on to doing 51 more hotels, so did 52 hotels. And
After
then,
you sold off the brand.
nope. After I started that first hotel.
I see.
So in 24 years, between 1987 and 2010, we created 52 boutique hotels around California and 25 restaurants and 6 spas. And then I sold the brand and the management company, the operating company. And after 24 years of being CEO, I had some space in my life. But that brand is now a Hyatt brand.